Welcome back, everyone. It's a pleasure to have you here on this channel, where we dive into profound teachings that have the potential to change our lives. Today, we are going to explore one of the most misunderstood aspects of spiritual practice, compassion. But we are not talking about the kind of compassion we often hear about in society, no. Today we'll talk about the real compassion that has the power to transform not just our own hearts but the world around us. You may be thinking, what's the difference between sympathy and compassion? This is a crucial question, and in today's video, we'll go deep into Chogya Rinpoche's teachings that can help us understand the power of true compassion. We'll explore how we can develop this form of compassion in our own lives, and how it can become the foundation of a truly fulfilling spiritual practice. The real meaning of compassion beyond sympathy. In today's world, it's easy to mistake sympathy for compassion. Sympathy often feels like pity, an emotional reaction to someone else's suffering. When we say, "Oh, that's so sad," or "I feel so bad for them," we are engaging in sympathy. But true compassion, as taught in Buddhism, is far more profound. It's not about feeling sorry for others, it's about deeply understanding their suffering and wanting to relieve it. Chogya Rinpoche, in his teachings, emphasizes that compassion isn't something that can be artificially created. It's not something that can be fabricated or just felt out of pity for others. True compassion rises from understanding our own pain. When we've experienced suffering and truly come to terms with it, we can develop a deep, sincere desire to help others who are in pain. The Buddha often spoke of the deep connection between suffering and compassion, because when we truly understand pain, we are moved to act in a way that brings relief. The three key elements of compassion: wisdom, patience, and generosity. Chogya Rinpoche explains that compassion is not just a feeling, but a skill that must be developed. Let's break down the three essential qualities that form the foundation of true compassion. Wisdom is the ability to understand the nature of suffering. It's not just intellectual knowledge, but an experiential understanding. We must first understand the impermanence of life and how suffering is a universal experience. True compassion grows from wisdom, because when we understand suffering deeply, we realize that it is our shared human experience. This knowledge allows us to feel connected to others' struggles instead of seeing them as something separate from ourselves. Patience is essential to practicing compassion. It's easy to feel compassion for someone in the moment, but what about when they continue to suffer for years? True compassion means not giving up on others, even when the road to healing is long and difficult. This patient attitude helps us overcome frustration and resentment when others don't immediately change or improve. Generosity isn't just about giving material things, it's about generosity of heart. To be truly compassionate, we must be willing to give of ourselves, our time, energy, and understanding. True generosity stems from a deep care for others, and it doesn't expect anything in return. It's this selfless giving that truly nourishes both the giver and the receiver. True compassion isn't always comfortable. Here's an important point that Chogya Rinpoche often emphasizes: true compassion isn't always comfortable. It can be confronting, challenging, and even painful. When we develop compassion for others, we begin to see how deeply entrenched suffering is in the world. We see it in our families, in our communities, and even within ourselves. Compassion isn't just about feeling good or being that nice person who tries to make others feel better. Sometimes, being truly compassionate means being willing to sit with discomfort. It means being able to look at suffering without turning away and being strong enough to confront it head-on. Chogya Rinpoche teaches that compassion is not passive, it's active. It's about engaging with the world and its suffering with full awareness, wisdom, and a deep desire to relieve that suffering. Turning compassion into action, real-life applications. So, how can we start to develop this true, transformative compassion in our daily lives? Start with self-compassion. Before we can help others, we need to be compassionate toward ourselves. This doesn't mean self-pity or indulgence. It means recognizing our own suffering without judgment and offering ourselves kindness and understanding. Listen deeply to others. Compassionate listening is one of the most powerful ways to show care. When we truly listen to others, without judgment or interruption, we acknowledge their pain and validate their experience. Act with purpose. Compassion is not just about feeling good, it's about taking concrete steps to alleviate suffering. Whether it's offering your time to someone in need or simply being present with someone during a difficult moment, compassion requires action. The power of true compassion transforming the world. Now, let's think about the impact of true compassion, not only in our own lives, but in the world around us. When we practice true compassion, it doesn't just change us, it changes the world. Just as a single spark can light a fire, a single act of compassion can inspire others to act compassionately as well. When we develop a heart of true compassion, we begin to see the interconnectedness of all beings. We understand that when one person suffers, it affects everyone. True compassion makes the world a more connected, loving, and peaceful place, and it begins with us. In conclusion, on your path to real compassion. I hope that today's exploration has given you a deeper understanding of what true compassion really is. It's not just a feeling of pity, it's a profound, active force that arises from wisdom, patience, and generosity. It's a force that has the power to change not only your life but the world. True compassion is transformative, and it begins with you. As you reflect on these teachings, ask yourself, how can I embody true compassion in my own life? How can I practice patience and generosity toward others, and more importantly, towards myself? Thank you so much for watching today's video. I invite you to leave your thoughts and reflections in the comments below. Don't forget to like, share, and subscribe to our channel for more insights and teachings. And as always, let us continue to walk this path together, spreading compassion wherever we go.